Hi and welcome to this live currency strength indicator tables video. My name is John. I'll be taking you through the charts this Thursday, the 5th of January. Here you can see we have the live currency strength indicator tables in front of us. We have two types of tables. We have the trend traders table and the day traders table. These are showing the same studies but just highlighting different time frames. So our trend traders is our higher time frame and our day traders is the lower time frame. You can see here some of the currencies are highlighted in green. That is showing us that there is a confluence between these two trading time frames, and that's where we'll be focusing our attention in this video. Tables auto update every 15 minutes 24/7, so wherever you are and you have access to the currency strength indicator tables, and you can get the latest update once you log in. So what are the tables showing us today? Well, the trend traders is still showing us that the yen is the stronger currency at S1, followed by the Australian dollar at S2, followed by the Canadian dollar at S3. On the weak side of things, we have the pound at W1, we have the New Zealand dollar at W2, and we have the US dollar at W3. On the day trader side of things, we have the Canadian dollar topping the table at S1, followed by the Australian dollar at S2, followed by the US dollar at S3, and then we have yen actually on the weak side of things this time on the day traders, followed by the New Zealand dollar, followed by the pound. Now you can see the dollar and the yen feature twice on these charts, on these tables, sorry, and they're not highlighted in green. That's because they're on the opposite side of the table, so basically showing us that there is no confluence between the two trading time frames. Now I'm coming to you a little bit earlier today just because I've seen an opportunity that I think is forming on pound Aussie, and pound Aussie is featured on both the trend trading table and the day traders table here. So I've had a look at pound Aussie, and I think pound Aussie is in a pretty good position for maybe a short trading opportunity in both the sort of trend trading and day trading opportunity. Now it is before sort of 9 AM where we usually look at the tables. However, you can look at it beforehand, obviously, and after. But looking at the table right now, I can see that pound Aussie is featured, so I want to be looking at that chart. And you can see here, last month we had a really nice sort of fake out pattern occur where we had price break above the previous candlestick high. We moved back in, closed back within that month. So that could suggest that sellers are more involved in this market at the moment, which could drive prices to the downside. We can see that price is almost trading within this bearish channel, and if it was to drive down to down lower, we could see the price come towards that 1.6 handle, where you can see price found support here and we formed those lows back in September. Now I'm going to look at more of the near-term opportunity, because if we just go down a couple of steps, I can just kind of break down to you the opportunity that I've seen this morning. Well, we can see from the weekly that price is coming back down towards this 1.75 handle. If we can actually go into a daily time frame, you can see that price is trading within this short-term range at the moment, and where I like the opportunity is where price is pretty much at now. So if I dive into the 4-hour, you can pretty much see why I'm looking at this market straight away. You can see that price, if I just grab a pen tool real quick, you can see that price consolidated at this key area, these main highs here around about the 1.8125 handle. We traded through those lows, we retested and then drove to the downside, forming this really nice trend trading pattern where the market is forming lower highs and lower lows. And you can see most recently overnight we've had this really nice pin candle rejection at the previous structure lows here at the 1.7675 handle. Now that's where I'm starting to think, well, we've got this rejection, we've got pound Aussie featured on the tables for some downside, and we've got this pin candle at resistance. So from a trend trading perspective, there could be an opportunity here to look for price to trade back down towards that 1 spot 75 handle, and maybe price could try and form a double bottom here before either considering moving back to the upside or breaking and trading down even further. The only thing that we have to be aware of is that we're trading above the 200 moving average here at the 1 spot 75.59 handle, so that's going to have to play a part here, and that be an area where we may want to take some profits off the table if we were to enter a move to the downside. So from a trend trading perspective, if you were looking at entries, you stops above the highs at 70 pips, you still got 130 pip target that you could have there. If you were to then hold and maybe move stocks to break even, bank a little bit of profit through there, we could see price breakout to the downside. And once we trade through 1 spot 75, it really opens up for a move down towards that 1.6 handle that we looked at on the weekly time frame. But you can see the structure here. We've got that range between that 175 handle and the 1 spot 81.25. We've formed this trend within this range, and it looks like we could see another sort of push back down towards the 1 spot 75. From a day trader's perspective, I was to go to the 15-minute time frame, you can see how the market has shaped around that pin candle. We've been trending up towards the level in here. We've then broken down and we're starting to form again lower highs. So the market is suggesting to us that it wants to move lower. However, we do have this consolidation. So from a day trading perspective, what I would want to see is price trade out of this consolidation, which would give me the opportunity to then look for those moves to the downside and look for a higher reward to risk trade. Because if we were looking at it from that perspective in here, and we looked at maybe a 40 pip stop with targets down at the 1 spot 75, you've got nearly a 3 to 1 position then if you were looking at the 1 spot 75 handle for targets. So that's something to be aware of from a day trading perspective as well as your trend trading perspective. But I jumped on this chart this morning and saw this opportunity a little bit early, so I wanted to let you know about that. Thanks for watching this video. Again, remember, if you do have access to the live currency strength indicator tables, then you can get the auto update every 15 minutes once you log in, and you can see the latest update. So thanks for watching this video. Look forward to speaking to you in the next one.